ahodoɔ na nkɔmɔ a yɛkɔ akɔdie no bi no me ne honorable Bernard Entry honorable Kwasi Poku Bosompem na yɛkɔbɔ nkɔmɔ honorable Kwasi Poku Bosompem yɛ chairman at the Matema West constituency ema MPP honorable mo akyɛ no pɛi yeso adome ho yɛ paa na nso yɛ yɛ de radio ase yɛsi mo atro nkrata ɛyɛ petition bi na petition na mo etro ye no de di kan na mu nsɛm ɛne sɛn na mo de kwan. Hello Robert Minka. Asa okasa aha metu nka but okasa no twetwa sisi kakra. Fe de metu nka. So obe gina yie kakra no position ho kakra de amamia twetwetwe e wo mfimfiri kakra I manage near here
on position I
afraid ye nkasa
na abompa se you must smart what they call America want to square super everton super
how now be share say the amaya with the question and be said answer now we say obe share say
the American say the economy chia etifo na etia e papa kede o in Japan America ejuma ko e won ba say nyame beto super eguso yo alo be so mi ti wi ya na wo busa say 07.8 sempa anything when you do the MPP when you could edimra and edomo MPP when you could and ubi edia and I didn't find and obey aba ku se kwa nipa bia obenye bia se party no asundie enim na ya ntoto enim ya Ghana for hwen na Ghana for enye gidi se party no egina brani I bet me win ya ya be kwa e mo bi gidi se papa kene do ni se public me win edia ntra nchama nipa bi so abro nyam ni chama nchibo siamu akum entutu bo free park ni chimegum ya ni no abayede nti yo suban bi o ma da din ye mu bi gidi se party we mra wo nti ya twige na secretary adwen esiso ena na bi no program no so o si party we obi mmebo obi kwadua ye ntimi fa se BBSP emra no kan ye gina so ene bi go si poku chairman MPP tawo se bi se abronye eni papa bo si ako agriculture bia as a party from 24,000 no mushum no did the on the puma sibre so the way MPP no fan to my prefer
yo enti when mo party no ene mperifo e to emre bi a saase mu amode akwai omo ebe act on anase omo nto nsamfrɛ mo
maybe as a party from MPP we dey general secretary o party mo party mi na ase what is not the system? Obi ye bibi na office and cheya. Obi choleta ebe ko ama general secretary. General secretary we need to make a meeting be on the 8th. In by one is on the 8th. You be this year show edi akono. Next be show no one just say sebi nyen so bi o ma say tu ho anamwa. Minya edi na we use so bi empo na asem no. Edi go mo obi abeka say what bottom down one no ni go for the question dem. Agora perception edi me the party chairman edi me nyin tum se me penny one neck be for some decision me nyin tum but the next member to be pie because say ye boss e pona the next sanity the next bin cheche mu ba say ampasa na ya because ye na mo bi kasa say yama nsema na ngbo ka che no aye no kwe that the party no na say to be the mafia e ko to ba ni you be dim radio chairman be better radio so listen the book aka so no go to your UDF film e ba ko to be you no be lusu a ni ba be jina sa se we so ga ka se apoma ABC kind ekoti individual e be lise say party 24,000 we so no me won see say no kwese e problem no be boy e start to talk about the approach I think the process that you need no should be no avoid. So the question may be to me in for free man. Like the Blue Region album should be recalled and display of album for people to see whether their names are there. Because around here, when a regional chairman, like I say, when a party member, like I say, there are no movie you feel there. I mean, we met 7 years just in Korea. Or no, I say, It's out to so maybe I saw this is the test for him to bring the people to book. Let's see that really he's a neutral person.
And now, Kasai, Echi, I was in Kratabia Bamonte, so I watch to refer Nipa, o can assembly and call the disciplinary committee. A yimu Kasa, no one say, Mon Semua Modiaba Montino, and Sankrata, no watchon, a year no one.
Jackson could have me as my general secretary, I'm a party chairman. I don't doubt his judgment. But you know, beyond an idea yesterday. I think the beginning of the early days yet, or refer call on the sum, on the wage, and for now, I feel that Justin Cody has done his bit. So the letter and numbers of all refer require. Amen. It means that he has shown a certain neutrality sound of Felice, Atino, as we say in the Pada Senibia. Now it is up to neck, say, the first 7 hours, and maybe by a branch here, I can see me. Yeah, very come over 12 radio. I do try and be as on those Robia, maybe at 3 years, you'll be at 3 years. So I can say, yeah. In your next show, saying I ain't in the media. Well, yeah, I have an NPP penny be any party. But I mean, as a penny be any party, will be also be able to open for the way. But you know, if people like National Chairman Foko, General Secretary, yes, me don't get on chair. Who is the original chairman? And I was the one chairman. And everyone was a maybe more Fawudia to to me. This is the party. Whoever emerges the flag bearer cannot win victory. Whoever emerges as a flag bearer cannot win. And no be you be a young after this year. Your village as a male woman as a papa could be in the neck if we don't see from. No man who's a party in your idea. Apo was a national chairman. Commander was a general secretary. They're starting them. So what is it that you may be more Bonia Afoko and the commander for some year? Never mind, Amudia is it from Ramoni Afoko. And the day I asked them, I will be 2 years or or to trust 7 is some account and power. Yama, I want to see a movie into me. Party company for the my very careful. Maybe customer, mean for no Sasa, but party press the police station become a fun way. Now, all regional chairman of a party. The guy radio got the minutes, Mitra Kerma, first, and you'll be doing free. Well, we have a house and me, don't go to that place, any a bopo. No, I can't have already. Even be so. You need the association. We probably want to say, Papa, could you answer them no Casai? Or Mammy, I will say, we say, just secretary, a year. They just say, Nick, and any 2 differences. The other day,
Arope wanya kwanya ewo on my 107.1 kasa fidie so na se woni delegate kasa enkomo bi eti se wo kan nyina na ye de awie nkomo no de na wo ka che delegate a woti wanope yi
we got the delegates. This is here. Maybe I know here. Yes, maybe I know here. Yes, about a continue and warfare. Political parties are formed to win political power. Until maybe elimination. It's a Ghana for six. I'm out for to be a country who doesn't get who need over 2 years. You go position 8 months. So the penny will be our MP. For those who want to let them go to school placement, January, and anyway, chairman, if you lie about I'm up for a school placement. Young go for one and a young punk, I'm young, so we came a bit my. And the mouse was about the 2028 with Mamma to me. Who tea about Kennedy in Japan? It will be difficult for any other candidate to give us the power. It will be easier to use Kennedy for I remember before for 2 minutes. The Muka carried here about Kennedy. That's what the say. And then you'll be paying us up. And then you'll be fair. And then you'll be the case. You'll be to my to me. Some common here. Now, the bit my to me, Papa Kennedy or any Japan.
Honorable Maminasi Anope Bibi Ba na I was able to do come and train as say baba na ye no wedding.
So was right our 60. Yeah.
Yo. Nipa ya twetwe nkomo yi honorable Kwasi Poku Bosompem wo chairman edema Tema West constituency MPP emu ena yene no edi enkomo na ene no yeyi ede asi eni so se ye behwe nsrahwe ye tourism enra ye for the entrepreneurship aspect na ewo honorable Ken ohine Japan eni so kwan ye befa so a betimi aba na yetimi anya mabu no mo esua ensen wadwuma ahodo no mo sakra ne mama me anya ade foforo ntenra ye ne mpanifo bi ekasa ye Dr. Theophilus Richardson ebobo nkrofo bi akokoda akonom ne jeejban ne nom ano mo ye niema eboama entrepreneurship no ne enwuma ye pese bibie ne economy ne timi etre no ye disan komo no ma ohuye and we ya ne nsem ne eniso a ewo obi de so no menyamfo Kennedy akompre kwa Japan eniso wakasa de afa tourism ehun sanopai na wotia me bobo enkomo bi efa ehun de kire obro ko kintampo na wo check kintampo water force ene ma ewo mu the supply chain no a eso a ebetimi ehunu na yenya nnwuma frum na sande sika ede abreye oba hema na ya santoa ewa ya
Komodo
machi
ye nua
bokodie
nyame adom na nso
yesu adom me hoye pa
ye de nyame as
na before si bedi nkomo na ye tourism emu no ma me enko ahomasomra na me ne Professor Gabriel Shen emon komo na Professor Gabriel Shen visiting professor School of Tourism and Hospitality, University of Johannesburg, South Africa. Where tourism management expert. Prof. Anope Machi.
Yo, Machi.
Romo Bachompo Bokodie.
Yami adum na moe.
Yesu adum ye hoye pa na anope ye ni sobra wanya e de ama yen se ye ni nkomo kakra e wo man 107.1 kasafidie eso. Na ye di kan bisa se ye kansra hwa a ye tourism no a so wo bia ni de ache menimatiefo asan ne tie ana e de sen
Madam Asepa ni mutiefo yi na ye ka tourism a excess wotu anamon akobebi na wakakodi embre a ebe 24 hours ewo. That is the technical term for tourism. France bia wotu kwan efi bia Accra na wako Kakum area na wako hono wako spend 24 hours ewo ho looking at the environment there, the name communities na mo ho na ade ni na ba eya sa technical term no you lose kaka because obi so excursion na ebe 1 day pe no akono asan aiden bia 8 hours ana 10 hours no asan na chi aba ba ni na chi no. Besides all the technicalities, a woman, no, so to anamon because in here say nimpa, utumi fi, edemu, wejuma woyemu. Na utumi to anamon kohe abodi ayame aye besides the area wankasa wo na esa sa sedentary lifestyle na debia wota bibi fa akono. E wono hu nsunsan so bone a ere ebitumi ediaba nti tourism ankasa krampo no or the health benefits because ni one advantage e won say ama wo etu anamoy akobebia kokebebia na wonim dada na ma sabi debia ka say wentu kwaya sabi ranka na unimpa ene ho mfa so ne say utu kwaya na hu nneoma ada say na tourism any akonya edahwa nkofo editu anamon edikohu miamia ina no muso omubie omadwemu awo enimpa dodo ombehia na how enimpa omotabia different people omunnim omotabia to say different places almost sene hoti so that omotumo nya biaka eninti na tourism hu hia
eti yebebisa se tourism ehu hia no ewo supply chain because why ya de ye rural health benefits so ewum enti benefit a ewum no ebia ka health benefit na ode amaye no chain ben etoaso ewo tourism emu se udire de abadanwa what are some of the supply chain na ewo tourism a se yedi ani efa so edi ekira sa chain ni nyina betimi afeche oman no in terms of job in terms of resource.
One beautiful thing about tourism, as I said, when we say sales God's best time, you know, near Omano, it needs DHP pa a good Nuku, and still a while, you know, at the until I walk a railway near Denomo na ko hinterland ni na number of one person munya omuya bauxite omunya ye cocoa omunya ye oil bibiomu biababwa industry bia wo England bi ombe developing bia no. That is what they developed. And now in the Portugal say we are still in the productivist paradigm. The idea was assassinum and the idea was assassination. But time has come, say, I see to move, say, I see move beyond that productivist paradigm. Therefore, the post-productivist paradigm. In the para 7 American in they say, tourism is the new good for the country. Because unlike the negative
Prof Sisubie mo say
tourism is the new good for the country.
Very well.
Now, reason why I make say tourism is the new good for the country, and I say, me give you a clear example. Okay, how a galamsey a hygiene. Imagine say looking at the multiplier effect concerned with tourism. Hotel, baby, and now we'll talk tomatoes, we'll talk cassava from the environment, or more farmers, or more any idea. It's a more way you are indirectly, and I'm and I directly.
Right.
You are employing people to work in the facility. You're providing direct job for the people, and we are seeing you may be a new employing for tourism. But in tourism, I say because them fat pickers in Kobo from near to the city, can you any alcohol near any the can be a tourism, be a good DB. What I say, but tourism, yeah, good. We call all the countries France, USA, England, despite all their big industries in Nigeria, tourism is a cardinal component of their national development. But yet, I say, time has come for us, first of all, to see, say, tourism is the new good. Tourism should become the #1 contributor to our GDP. That should be a fact in our minds. Reason why Americans are say, we are seeing the first European edifice, Elmina, 1482. Of all the slave edifices in the world, you know, the Badagry in Nigeria, the Goree Island in Senegal. Cape Coast Castle was the headquarters of slavery. We have 75% of all the slave edifices. Elmina, Cape Coast, Osu, these are some of the biggest ones. The Goree Island, Dakar, Senegal. Don't compare the war. Don't say, I see me near my tourism, and everybody, especially I say yes, our continuity. Every government will go, baby, we should have and that national priority to tourism. Only at the national level, but right down to the district level, because every community will be adding unique about it. The positive Doppler effect will be our countrymen. It's coming to me. But as I said, do we have the political law? And are also people connected with it? Because to me, the no we could just be putting so as a bit as I say among of was or mumbra the ponoso. So we know we na it to an among a fee bunker could so. We need that national consensus, right, with all the stakeholders and the media and they will be involved. Say, you will be I call it the Ghanaian somebodyness or the Ghanaianness for the tourism sector. You need to me a commoditize Yedisika Atuso. Carry on through the forward integration and backward integration because when you are tourism, which means right down for more supply, more demand. It's a beautiful chain. And the good news is this, that it is less hard on the environment. In fact, tourism used to be called the smokeless industry. Of course, now it isn't, but it used to be called the smokeless industry. Reason why we can say a smokeless industry in say, our non-so environment, and you get it is good. Let's have the Ghana cocoa board, good board no my, and even the good cocoa board and all that. All these stakeholders should come, the Mineral Commission and all that. They should come together and form the National Tourism Development Initiative, targeting even the Galamsey areas to provide alternative livelihoods for the youth, because tourism can really be part, and not just part, a cardinal component of the solution towards addressing our economic challenges in the country. And then the idea I see to say tourism, the potential and everything.
Prof, the Ghana, Emabune Ghana, Sitina, compare the other countries. No, I say, Omunum Bipe, tourism, no aspect in Sahara, Echen Ghana, Yen Mabune, Yen, the Ebo, because ye co escation, I cotoa sometimes ye, the when you be big a can one in the ma and Nana Busia Cotina baby. Ida dan sebia ye wo hwa ne asore se ye kohade wi e wa ha eye brandi ayem brandi ne yie entina magana for bi empe ye nsahwe na hodo ni bi no ana.
When we say in 1841 when Thomas Cook was Leicester or UK started tourism, tourism nankasa ye kanu bi oteho no omo ye ade e wo Leicester ya omo no bie I said beer session within the year, no, but only a Baptist minister. And some person called for no BNB. And only new group no almost for temperance, I say almost monument sano. Or charge tickets, almost ticket, not almost call from Leicester that we also do Leicester station. When we say Thomas Cook is starting this year. Now, starting this year. Fee less than a call long run. The beer also begaka less than a long run, say beer, Pukwasi, any Accra. It's almost is a idea. What I say, the beer at Leicester, a long run, all right. And Thomas Cook will call a business. Tourism, a business. And it needs people to come out with new ideas. If it's a similar idea, people can easily know I am bored with it. We need more entrepreneurs or more new ideas. Are so attractive. Why what's work on our head television who advert in the pen of us all? Sorry, we call Orlando, we say SeaWorld, any idea, or Florida, any idea. Can you put on you so much? That's an impano. There were more ideas our Ghana has. But we need the education. Make sure they will take our tourism. How many people no mumba airport university because of tourism? Ubia person it's part of the colonial virus. Now I say eradicated from our mindset. We should allow people to be themselves, bring their potentials on board as it should be, and then really get people to also get to know. Say, it is in your own favor. Say, they be our office, they be our class, they be air conditioning solution. Nature is calling you. Nature is calling you to go to the seaside, fill yourself with some oxygen. I feel almost say in family in forest. No, the biggest oxygen comes from the sea.
Right.
Go to the sea, just sit there, look at the sea, enjoy yourself. Now, the beer is a television, near television, near the phone. We don't even get to interact with nature, and that is one reason why we don't respect nature anymore.
Very
because
well.
we do also have village the beer. You would because our Judeo-Christian faith and the Islamic faith and with postmodernism, education, foundations to call with the Maya, no. As Africans, we are throwing all of them away. And tourism is one way. So I always say to people that in as much as we are looking at the pecuniary benefits, which is the financial benefits of tourism, you know, we should also not forget about the cultural revivification, which by this I mean say tourism, but our own African somebodyness. What makes it? Who is an African? Who are you as a Ghanaian? What makes you a Ghanaian? Those values, attributes in there, that is the job of tourism. And that is where the creative arts and all that, they involve a lot of sectors all together, creating a holistic experience. Who feel good about themselves. Do you think it is just for nothing, say, in Europe, paid holidays or no, it's nothing for this. Could take you leave, no coffee. To also no, you always come to the office. No, when you have hypertension, then you blame it on which is no. And we have education in the 21st century. There is no, pardon for any element of, educated illiteracy. No, Prof, because you have things and tourism is in there to help you to really make this point. I'll just make this last point. There's this beautiful point in tourism, my friend, world making, that tourism, it will create image in the minds of people. If, for example, Salt Pond, a place like Salt Pond, politics are called back Ghana in Salt Pond, so can't we even do a museum on political science or something at Salt Pond or so-called political studies here in what country that they could have even gone there to even add to the experience. So it is not going to drop from the sky. You know a day at travel. Near to move as a man. Now ideas not so bad. It doesn't matter where it is coming from. So far as it's coming from one of us, we take it and see how it benefits the whole country, and that is why our tourism is a very beautiful thing, because tourism carries the voice of the past, the present, and the future.
Prof, said what derivative issues are my Chichimuka kra a for me. Say impu a chain good. Say opani be sorry or my mo say yamfa or minor and shenansa. Now all tourism, how tourism didn't yama air bray na ibitimidi a year jumana afwe numa edis cabre or minor are up to the covers of the or minor. Sir Panino sorry saying I was all minor soon mu pair with derivations out the amayi in a dream pa or they fa tourism and what they are beboa minor.
Media as an academic and somebody who likes wearing the gown to town. In other words, Kwame Nkrumah can't say let's wear the gown to town. In other words, you have a classroom and call industry. The industry is your classroom. I see it to me who say anybody you need grand, and I underline the word, a grand and strategic tourism plan for the country. That person doesn't deserve to be a president of the country. Because tourism is the low-hanging fruit. Any government to be successful. Ghana is part of the top 25 African countries with richness and reality in biodiversity. There come one idea, which like I said, Kenya will be the big five in ecotourism. But there were other things it's endemic. Endemic. Ghana which we will have no man. And we have the experts. You see, the Forestry Commission is there, the Lands Commission is there, the Ministry of Tourism is there, the Ghana Tourism Authority is there, the Ghana Tourism Development Company is there, the National Folklore is there, the National Museum. These are all agencies. Say, whoever want to be the president should engage them right in the GACO, the private sector, the NGOs and all that. And so they come out with something strategic. Strategic not just at the national level. Because at the local level, US, the toner, London, every year, district, mayor crowd to make us say. In fact, I remember calling the Oxygen City of Ghana, the command speech, or I'm a catcher say, who Omanfm Oxygen City of Ghana. how are they even continuing with the branding of Hua as Oxygen City of Ghana? Because of Hua, who you know very yeah, and I think you need the dinner to so near marketing. Kumasi, the cultural half of Ghana. You can baby at one number baby near the it's a Cape Town. Cape Town, I want them streets in anybody. What I say? Into being conquer my yeah, ne say yeah. Into a senior visionary leader, yeah. Who said tourism is not an appurtenance, it's not an appendix. Okay? It is the very center of the development that we should be seeking for as a nation. So, woman tourism, yes, an add-on thing, yeah, the tourism account will say is something like then tourism is now going to be served. Then that is not visionary enough. Tourism is the new gold, and they have to hammer that on to time and will really get to know, say, our new gold is tourism.
Prof, ma ena se ene encheche how dia mai arope ni nkomo boy abo bibi chiri adwen so na wo se yeba na ebedi nkomo ye ntwentwe na sese ba beje futu ene adwenche da se arope
medamase
nipa otese ene no kasei eye Professor Gabriel Shen or a visiting professor at the School of Tourism and Hospitality, University of Johannesburg, South Africa, or a tourism management expert. And I am not to come my 107.1 Kasefidi eso. Abidjafo ba ebabidi nkomo nana ya asante abeka obaya ho a ebabidi nkomo ewo ifie ha.
Mo adoye ni aka ene otandifo a obetimi aba na wo promote Kintampo as the center of the world. I'm a tourist. You see hotels. Oh, sir, a boy no here. I was here at the Kronoha. On the bar, on the Coco, one of the Fuller Falls, one of the Kintampo Falls, one of the lunch at the other side, one of the hotel, baby, and one tell my father, a Jumanye, Sana, a chichi, Kintampo, the position of Kintampo in Ghana. It takes only a businessman like me to develop this area.
Yeah. And come on, what take a cry? Mamintio with few minutes ye DNME and share how say a cassa DNE is tourism and Sahimua about benefiting to draw it down to Honorable Kenya Japan, the visionary or can be Ediache Kintampo mine.
Kwame yadase na anope nkoma yebono emu de pa emfaso pi na Ghana se kase yedieni edi akira yebetimi enye film na asema akwa ye mede eni se ye wa Canada compare kwa Japan ni suade hu a wo se nyame ya adom na wotimi beye mampene wo micro Ghana mu ha na ni suade hu ni nyina enya ade a wo kwa akofa free baby ene ode aba na emom ne Ghana ye wo no eno ene oba be hyemu kina ne hu mfaso a ewo so enti tourism asem ya wo kai kwame se kase yedi ni edi yedi achi wo Ghana ha fa so ebetime nya free so no edo so yie pa na anope ma chocho bibi kakra wa hanti mamenchi chemu sene etie emfa emao ebiti se economic growth and foreign exchange kwame se obi free obi man so se wo ba Ghana ha sei ensahwe baby ti se Boti Falls baby ti se Kakum National Park any ensahwe ho do aye wo e wo Ghana ha sei na se
forget the big tree e wo wan kasa
yo mate enti kwame ensahwe ho do aye wo e wo Ghana ha sei no se ohoho bi efri ho se oba ha emfaso Ghana ye betime nya bi na edikan accommodation because nipa ne ba no eye dan obeda baby obepe hotel bi na wada hotel na hotel no obetuaka wasori anapa na eyeden ya obepe bibi adi aduane nso a obedi nso eno nso obetuaka afen nso emiaya hodo na opese okonsra hwe wo ho no wo be wo fa ne kan fi baby oba no enfama obefa Ghana ye kai bi enede akọ transportation eno nso ebenya so mfaso ede free so kwame se ehwe saa ne ma miensen ya mabobosi accommodation yi se hotels ahodo ewo biaya nsahwe ne wona meaning ye be fa dwuma ye fododo e wo ho sei enti ye kan sa na se mebu no yenya adwuma bi de ho ahyem wate ase na enipa ahodo nso be no nunuane ene wokọ baabi a nsahwe ahodo wa wokọ ha na nyina ebi da so ho na mmom senie yenhyemu kina no ama yeni enko so anapo se yadwen hyeda NCP ewo yensahwe bia no enuane ahodo ne be no no ho enye nipa baako we be bampesi we be noam we be ebe wo fufuo ene ade ni nyina so no fa so Ghana fo yenya wo so ne se Ghana ni na oyesa adwuma no wo ho no wonye bibia oye eye den so a obesan fa nipa foforo aka ne ho a one ne bedi sa adwuma no enti ohon so no yehu se Ghana mabu no yenya bibi kakra eno so ye de ye ho ahyem transport yi enye nipa baako na ekaka wo Ghana ha sei den a taxi drivers do so and the boat ni yangwa ne ade ene namuyi wo ko baabi a obe order boat a do be ko do be ba obefa yangwa do be ko do be ba ni nyina no mfasode ase ye kase ye hwe ye tourist centers ahodo ni yi a ye betime nya ade free ho ebiom enso job creation enti ye hwe opportunities ye benya wo adwuma hodro mu tourist centers no ebi ene ukọ baby ti se Kakum National Park na efa enipa be se 5 a enkoye 5 biem because ye ho ya ma ho na ya attractive inti ebe attract foreigners no even young Ghanaians no kwa no ebe attract ye ne akase akọ se ye konsrahwe ewo ye tourist centers ni mu ye kọ ho no nso no na che se opportunities ene eba mabunu eba benya adwuma ye kwa ne na obi aso na pa se bi enye se fietena na ye ne few na mu adwuma a wonyan na esese wotena fie saa na se nyina ye tinyanya bibi kakranka de ho ahyehyemu a megidi se betinya aboa ye nyina enti tourist centers na ye wa Kennedy akompe ko Japan se wo ba be hwe na wetimi ahyemu kina no ade a asem a memi fam de me de pa kwa me mamento so emfa mauna de to so mienu fa so aga na betimi enya edefie tourist centers no bi ene se ye culture ya mamre yamamre efe yenhwe na no asante hima na nakunedu yi adom na yiye yenhwe se ne amamre ne amanie etwaguye wo enti so obi eba obi hu se Ghana fo no amodoso tribes no amodoso ye won fantefo ye wachemfo ye won kanfo ye wa igbefo hu enkrani hu na fade utimi hu se you nipa se mesi de oyenkrani hu fantini hu se you nipa se mesi ye fantini hu achemfo so hu se you nipa se mesi wo mo ya achemfo ni nyina eja ye culture ne so ya fade no ye be fa sa kwanya isu ye be fa kwanya yenya isu ne ya dan ya fade ye culture ni nyina edi eno so is going to serve as Ghana ye fasudi yenya ewo tourism no so eso enti mame fa ba ko bie mu so enka ho sei ewa ha sei afen so ebeboa yen na history ya bakosem yamba kwasem obi ti say Dr. Kwame Nkrumah mi ma meto no nanso history ada woman ti baby a ye wo no ekwan ye fa so ye wo no baby wo ko school baby onyi bedru ya obeye mampani history ada woman ti ene ye nimi nyina empanifo dudu na bi wo ha ya metom nanso ne history ti ye ni mo mabakwasem sara so na hoho na eba no be o da bi say Ghana na eti ne din Ghana no wo mo hyase efi Gold Coast ena o mo de aba be prim baby o madui empanifo bia amanpanifo bi o maba wo mu ba beti wo hu asem wo mu ba be hu se da bi Ghana kra no se na e bia wo dwen
ho me sobra na me na me ho emra sisi ya because how our deliberate issues no e be se wo de be ko akosi na ma me nko na me ne ono abo set ajeba dodo no abon rane se Shaba no abo set ajeba Shaba ye former MP won Koko a former board chair at Ghana Tourism Authority or a former president at Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry, former president Pan-African Chamber of Commerce. Mamino no mon komo kakra. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Minia.
Me ba chompumbo kodie.
Na me adom me ho ye.
Yase. Anopa ye ni sobra wanyama yense obeboa ye na yatumu nchine wo kwan a ebetime de nsrahwe edi dwuma ewo mai mu na no so edi sika abre abe aditu the coffers of the government no yede ayimpuntu dwuma ye ka tourism wa chen wo tourism mu no wo de wa wo hopen ewa na sen ne tie wadaroma
me pacho sambi sabi o se ka tourism
na ibisa se ye ka tourism ye ensahwe a chen na ewo mu no ewo tourism mu no se tourism the way be free ha be see ha the way be free be see anti China so tourism emu no ewa na ewa e bi ni sen
tourism there
a final Paswa, a bit baby Magana, at the Nampunto, Nejumaso, Ababibre. The car tourism, Fanema, Bear, Sam. The instruction will be the bank structure. One, instruction, affordable. Two, the destination. And three, see the security of the place. So any man in my area, a year and 2 weeks. Nanunam so ama nipa atimaba. Na ansani bit mama nipa atimaba Ghana. No ye kasa Ghana for no aso ye Ghana. Local tourism. Say, this is the open by beaches in Samam. Now we start randomly open for to do the sound so in Kwame Kuma Parka. Me oba so me say me ane ka Kwame Kuma ho asem. We ni padu wa ha me nsa anami no plan ka so no mo. It means that locally we have not developed ourselves. Now, yeah, quite local tourism massive. So called Volta region. Lots of tourist attractions are there. But Ubu Volta region, now Ubi Sase, when monkey we randomly Padua, a bit in him. And to almost say even that local tourism has not been developed. And before we can develop it, we have to make sure that we develop the various tourism destinations, we make it affordable, and make sure that people will be secured to be there and enjoy themselves. And this is what will start the development. Our road networks, how are they? If you want to use the sea, you need to near free and your boat for free. Nungwa, Akko, Cape Coast within 30 minutes. And Crawford, Small Papa, you are near Sambedan Crane. On how affordable are our hotels? Do we even have the number of hotels over there to be able to accommodate them if the numbers are increasing? And to tourism there, if we look at it, we want to develop it. It will give us the needed employment and the money that we need in the country. It is known that every tourist who comes from outside spends almost about $3,000 when it comes to brings in about $3,000 to government. So if we bring 1 million tourists, it's about 3 billion cities. Cocoa in the mine, and now gold in the mine. So tourism is the way out, but we need to take it as a project and develop it so that people will look at Ghana as a destination and come and help us to make the needed money to develop our country.
Very well. Honorable, the war sector hoping off head odi near for more. For any and Hanin car tourist site wo Ghana ha. Ebetimi akasa ne do be say and each edibia 5 cities impo added to the Oman no a sika sen ye beka ho asem yearly wadaroma.
Even just people who are traveling to Ghana alone, one tourist is estimated to spend $3,000. We had a target of last year bringing in about 1 million tourists. That alone gives us 3 billion Ghana. $3 billion. $3 billion. Yakobo is here near 2 billion. Yakobo 1 billion. Near future air cartels, so short cartels, and then. But tourism alone bringing 1 billion, which we can work on it to get them to the country, will give us 3 billion. If we want to develop tourism now you can say you develop just sports tourism. If you say about some premier teams for her, it will be a conscious effort to develop the sports. It will be at Legon 4 and National University, all students are giving half rate. The students will buy the tickets and come in their buses to come and watch the match. It will always be a school, no. On the football, on the current football, just the air bubble, our UK, a bit travel all around Europe, because it has been developed in a way that is tourism, or Pop Friday, no bubble, no that whole 2 days, or Benjamin South, Benjamin, or that is how money is generated. So we have to develop. If we want to develop even the local tourism, it will give us millions and millions of cities every weekend.
Very well.
Because we are not developing it. That is why it's like nothing seems to be happening.
Honorable Udi, Honorable Kennedy Japan achi muko kintampo na moto omaimu na mo kan semde atre delegate se omuhu hia se omde Honorable Ken Japan ebeba bidi party nanim na omanfo ye Ghanafo bi so ni mu. Ohe ne sector ye tourism sector no how are all propagated the amanfo. How do you foresee say Ghanafo so papa mu na ye hwe tourism wa? Say na obehunu o my Ghana say the tourism is here so a.
He is somebody who has traveled very wide, and he understands what he's talking about. Now, that is why I think he's the right person to be able to develop it, because who said it here, and now develop tourism, it comes with industry and a lot of things, construction, development here and there. And his manner, why you say now along the line. So if you give me the chance, Uncle Trump is in country says, there's someone quiet buyer now. He knows whether you are doing it right or not because he knows it. So we need somebody who is well exposed in terms of business exposure, a lot of things. Our idea and to yes, be say, Munseti committee. Now we could discuss the mechanism stand up. He knows about it. It is that he can implement or help to make sure that people implement the right things. And that is why I believe he's the right person.
Anopai ye jawa mo akokra na ye do AC no delegate mo ko mo so eno mo kasa dane den na se akwade se body o de ntu gem na wan na ne dane no a ya na wo hye amanfo ye kan sem but wait niema mo propagate se yemfa onwanyanfo ken emra se wunya akwanya ne delegate kasa no pa ya in a minute or two e de na wo ka e de akere no ina ropai.
MPP any opportunity once in their lifetime to make a change. We tried a lot of lawyers. We don't say they are not good. We've tried economics. Let's try the businessman. Yes, in Ghana, you hear employment. Government employs not more than 700,000 of our population. The rest of the people are being employed by the private sector. So if private sector is creating the needed employment to bring the needed welfare, we know how to touch the areas for private sector to develop and get the needed employment for the people who are looking for employment. We have tried economics. We have tried the lawyer. I think and I believe we have to try the business person, and he will make it. And we are sure that he will not let us down. So Ghanaian voters, many of them, let's say, Munina Montuaba, Emma Ken, or Simi Ejapon. Now, Obeba the Boagana, Amagana GE. Many Manaye, one will be. Many paid Natina Asperborn, Amanema Tomato, Medamaste.
Rabo, yenso, yeda se anopay, a bibi, a bana, bibiti agent, so yen to na se beton safre war near the Hunkomo.
Medamase, what do I say for Swas?
Right. Nipa yenetutwi nkomo yi eye honorable set Ajeba Shaba or a former member of parliament ewo Nkoko constituency, former board chair head Ghana Tourism Authority and a president the Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry was also a president of the Pan African Chamber of Commerce and etutwi nkomo ewo na ya no go ensem so but nana ma men na me homra te ona fi me ba na ye don so awuram ne nkoma e tourism ene ye brode no ewo national agenda so no na so do die awuram bi abushamiti e de kwame abuoko dankwamwa komodo me ba na fi ya to adwumadie no eso. Good morning.
Insuwo mfasoma obibia nanso otutu wani eneya yensu wensuwa pi ena asay ama insuho ayedengpa eninti na Family Drilling Company Limited abama yenga wotutu boreholes Omanfra wonje abodenkra. Family Drilling Company Limited esan ye expert in biogas, biodigester o flashia na she yesan ye plumbing works eni swimming pool ne hian se obehwehwe yengachi akwan ewusuhun Family Village anafre 0244 144 822 and 0240 333 111. Family Drilling Company Limited. Oflashia na she. Show your power. Magani feno manchi na chia di man.
Hey, why fish? Someone you would know. And my money who say I can once a moon. Who can papa see ya no baha, none and Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatana.
Anne, but we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsules at aroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa.
A woman with your dear garlic would mix, and then a was and I'm a pomodressa. Hypertension, a cholesterol, gas, and my woman with your garlic would mix, and then a was and I'm a pomodressa.
Enti asno Spanish ginkgo capsules hana.
Spanish ginkgo eno de yenua nura wa twe free ginkgo biloba ene soya oil mu. Emma wa dwemo so da ho.
Martin say yesi eye anti-aging and ama good retentive memory.
Na ye ton hene.
Antec Herbal Center for ene ayi. Enye na pharmacies chemical herbal shop. Apemfu abato mo manufo no kwada wo ni mfedum bienu enka ho. FDA agi edwedie nkra.
3CP efie bi ehia 3CP bambo.
Akuya na ase ho te sen
mama o ti apon kakra na momontumi mi se aduane
enti na me de front active and chance ne pepe mu nware pepe bia wo di a wo mra ho aba no wo ye front active cereals rich in vitamins proteins and minerals fiber no omega 3 so wom e blood digestion every 3 years equals 100 years obi atumi di bi na e kama wotumi di ne breakfast la na sapampo
font active abebua pa
the drink nsuni ye won diabetes ya de yatua no ana one pesichere etumi num bie na e won complete Omanfm kan so tumi num bie na the test no jai obra normal main very nutritious
and a font active junior inso e
font active junior ne formra no enkoda wadi 1 ekosi 14 years ya won mu ntumi ni di year from no wodi ensuo ana milk and mixia na wotima ni di na ne denti obra nyiri fe ni nyina wo supermarkets and a pharmacies dodua at the Pharmacy Limited branch BM our Ghana from 0302 664 832 and 0245 915 254
FDA agi ejede nkrato yato
Sebamed range of products unam boafo
Dominion Herbal Powder.
Say you can say Dominion Herbal Powder. Emma immune system and now kwabo wo ni pedua mu ni yede. Na the senti what adi ya resu kunimu a ehu adanse bi ni o.
Don there fine pa manumbi. Tina me di ho adanse no. Enya yesi me say
Dominion Herbal Powder de. Minia enya amanfo adanse nti. Ana be kanfo. Ne aye wo mi ni pedua mu no. Eburo madwen ene menti ase so. Emma Dominion Herbal Powder. Empa wo hu de biara da.
Asem no anada ho no. Dominion Herbal Powder. Enwanso anya wo nsuo hie wo tea cup mu. Now that treketo ase biagu mu. Wo twa nse tuanum. Wa wie Angels Dominion Herbal Center won kokko ene de aba. Apemfo aba ta mo manufo. Ene nkwada we ni fiedum ye ne de wonka ho. Dodo afre 054 315 8195.
FDA agi edwadie nkratoɔ yi ato.
Herbal powder. Dominion Herbal Powder.
Sebamed range of products unam boafo.
Hey, why fish? Someone you would know. And many who say I can once a moon. Who can papa see ya no baha, none and Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sakatana.
Anne, but we didn't say Papa.
Matilda Mokanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsules at aroma, and I'm a pomodressa.
Wow, why a nice Sankasa Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsule.
A woman with your dear Fusani would be Pedrianum. Now a voice is a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or cholesterol, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is now yum, a macra, a mania mum of future crumina, a torch, will walk what you're a Vian, a friend and Hoyan.
Enti asno Spanish ginkgo capsules hana.
Spanish ginkgo, and no de yenua watch free, ginkgo biloba, and soya oil moon, and my watch you should daho.
Martin say yesi eye anti-aging and ama good retentive memory.
Na ye ton hene.
Antec Herbal Center for ene enye na pharmacies chemical herbal shop. Apemfu abato mo manufo no kwada wo ni mfedum bienu enka ho. FDA agi edwedie nkra.
3CP efie bi ehia 3CP bambo.
Ghana Fui Franco Esa the electrical appliances for Bedjaswo washing machines, Asian women yopo, CCTV cameras, and need all clear. I be you know that. Saba mobile phones, this are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any dear keka anyone says Ricina. Franco, in Albania the papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung Franco TV, every adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essence tabletop, double decker, any freezers and changing a mahode cry. She shall find Kunkwabata be a benwo. Name Memphis, a water braka, one in Roxy Cinema and the enemy. Friend 0246 422 338 and a 055 5939 Franco Electrical Appliances Papa. If
Hey, Pedro, come here, son, and say, who ya Pedrianu?
Ama, me say, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules from me no me no. Just a man tea and pampai, menu mua tosoma. And say, Obesori na me na ho. Yana me kwa jogging. Ahwadina bedra. Mitimi nante afru sania. Menti brebium san say, emoja ni timi free adwuma. Immune system no so ye na adwuma.
Kingdom Herbal Center for Dre. And a woody ho dance here.
Men na mesi wo se say de untimi fa bibia ambrofo me subiom ofura mefro wisane so a mesane.
Anya kwadwo, Miss Media semwasi. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules na daruma. Ambama your best sima.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules dra. Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum sa wonumu a boost to immune system. Wa kesi boost obesity wedropa. Any rheumatism, arthritis. Mo pedo to Enko Kimberlin Avenue. Okaishi Drug Lane. Ewo Enkrine. Drugstore BMU. Wesabetimia Kebi. Ubetimia Free Kingdom Herbal Center for 0275 804064 and 0302 938153. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules.
No challenger.
Adwa na den tina no pa no pa why ko say
bra kocho enye nkofo ye omo me feature ya me di misikese kaka na no pe mama me sesi for me
ane ma men kanfo abokobi area ura bank ema we area ura bank or savings and current account wo ho o susu account so e wo ho no abokobi area ura bank wo bosia ahodo bibira ye de ma ye adwadifo ebi ni susu loan the microfinance loan or nhihye so de ma baban adwumayefo ene bosumia adwumayefo a wona katua efa abokobi area ura bank ne wana katua kora emfa ho no abokobi area rural bank wo shares afi o treasury bill ene fixed deposit ya yodima adwadifo ya ehunsi ho no eso yie pa obehu abokobi area rural bank won krabata no bi ewo Madina Dome Asharibotwe Oyarefa ene Adenta bank ni ti ewo abokobi one abokobi lorry station no ene di hwe ni mu betimi afre ewa homatrofo eso 027 412 2122 WhatsApp so no number ne 028 911 3052. Abokobi area rural bank ono G ono.
Settlement range of products. Unambuafo. Adepano no kofa bae. Wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba. Mese adepa de etwamu da. Wo de 3CP egu nsom dware a ebo ho ban efi muamoa ho. Fa 3CP efre so huhu wanu manopa bia. Na ma wo se ho ban. Wonu aduane na eja ana esochie ehyewo a. Fa 3CP efre so fifa so. Eno ano no wo hyewu wi a. Fa 3CP efra eso fifa so. Na beboa obebre. 3CP ehye pimples, empompo, ekro na ekum kro ene mnumu ya wonso. 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores bia mu. Etufonko adepa pharmacy. Ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi. Fre 0302 664 832. Kumasi adepa pharmacy ewa dum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu. 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo.
Shaping the nation. Oman
107.1 FM so eni na Facebook dia de buy teacher Kuju Edifrit Panyina so say MBP must do the right thing to win 2028 elections. Derek Aite de abase I'm watching you live from Nkrakan. Good morning and obecha yen ewo ho Kisi Morgan say can all the way no shade cry and our dinner day abba na Uncle Jody Frika Price. So say good morning my brother. Today I come with words of God, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman. Give them warning from me. If thou warn the wicked and he turns from his wickedness, he shall die in his iniquity. But let's deliver thy soul. Let's change our wickedness and do good. Uncle Joe Edifri Caprice and ordinary buy before non so baako ewa ha. We say good morning say Kennedy Japan is our last hope. So Allah help him. Amen. Abu Karim Edifri Medina and ordinary buy ye di tourism ehon enkomo ewo fiam nana ya wasante ewa ha. Nana anope nkomo ayedi eni interviews ahodo a ya ye no ebie. Yeah, ade up to Honorable Ken Japan vision for and Sahara tourism.
And say the honorable Komobia and maybe on the for tourism more ada and Chroma tourism a year juma pass a year ko sir obi be woni ebekwa yi and the medium which is quite unfortunate but prof only needing common no a use phrase be low hanging fruit describing tourism as low hanging fruit which I think it's very much so Ninyina and say economic potential of tourism is huge now it creates jobs we improve infrastructure in terms of roads airports cultural exchange programs preserve natural resources environmental environment to be conserve environment na fe yes na or add value for natural resources promote local products aduane die ene ade crafts ewo no na nyame enchade no ye kromo ha no as a tribe region ene kro bebre no onyame di bibi amaye nanso yentumi ehu sade ebesomo ade aye adwuma ade a mpanifo aka da bi say identity sa wo behu wo onipa ni wosu eboawo ema wo hu baby awoko identity is one of the most difficult things in life to determine who you are, what you stand for, where you want to go. I know ana honorable compre Japan when one or tap in now say you can't tourism there was so many areas health tourism and no ana Dubai ne Saudi for a year CC some countries here health tourism locally oko kukunuru ade bi o ye very unique e wo kwapemano ebusia e wo mo ye dompemu yare esa yare ne mom ye wo mo a eye ensa ene ye wo efia ye kotodwe efia eye te se wusisi that's quite unique but e wo ye ja ema no wo ho wo hwe ebri e ma ye ebri gardens wo hwe environment na it tells you why Presbyterians ne baye no omofoko honum ene abetifi then you bring in religion tourism baby omufi I read something about Mr. Ebo Kwansa efimu Amadi baby omufi omukopi or central region ne saniema or kase ne nana ena ekoje nkrofo no de omobai these are all things are ubetumi e de aye na movie movie be friend 12 years in slavery e wa bruche ye denya esenka omushutu bi e wokuruma no but because yentumi tap in I be manipa na yese obaba be ye bibi wa ha no ebeko yen de pa na se ekoka cha brofo ne se mo beton krofo nti no momre iska na mo fe me pataye no everything is here also betumi aye obroni wan fa nipa ni nyina no de kwan wan fa asase ni nyina ko e fa kase na waja maye osisa gold no kwan ne yen ye tu bi no de environment ne ye and no waiting for sunshine we will talk about it later so tourism potential no huge I quite remember me call tourism course bi na resource officer no kasemi chain say krobiso na all one buy no for taxi no once a taxi driver is say no pay or per dropping or be kwa chire ne skaba enti ofa na ha no mate say bia Madina Zongo Junction or so fa me call Madina post office the first word the fina no kan e buy ne say menka bibi eyi so ho sa ene fa me call airport say ho na wa ana akɔfo plane kɔɛ say na ɔbɛsa multi-billion-dollar contract for the sake of the year kanti no taxi driver na some more kind no nkrofo na or partners in a friend no who here some airport I'm going back. The first person I spoke to told me for the sake of asema making or catch him say bullshit. I don't know what you are going to tell me. I know koi chrono taxi drivers in back to classroom. And my own education in Morocco before you become a taxi driver it is said Oko medical school because omunyema bebre a tourism Emma education it's in Kasato drivers in taxi drivers in Uber drivers in now dress basa they need to be trained so because the first point of call why it is a mirror of the country in educating them no social vices because sabe yakase trotro mate bi enyomu nyina won encourage obi kraso metu kwan ese me fa trotro
because nana asem a okay say they are the first point of call and a contact because text the anonym ensahwemu reasons onimu de educase fa me call no obo ne bo pan opa ko open so a menko ba say ade a text the anonym say sansahwe a nipa yi bei or the same na ebeka yesika ho am ye dia ya kwan ya ka
ekwaku enya numpo nini say my for driver ewo for the sake of form ye no makasai sopon oka achemfo yanka achemfo ofa driver no for we fi ebia infanteman area or the wo call krum o mo pocho wo fa me ebia kwam na taxi aha and sopon aha na CPP we aha na omoye yi no ono nam nyina no o kire wo kronum won ene engage you oh dem a ene hifa na metumi atena also hotel bi wa hanom obetumi akọ ampa onim o kire no pa 8 o'clock be fa me na fa me call rounds wa ma wadwuma very well wow enti emayen so many things are yenim because ekwapem they have a lot of history apart from Presbyterian ebe start e wo ho no mo kese e den na ma ekwapem ye unique ko hwepopo na tare ho wafa ka ye ne honorable Shabaka sainti no wafa no ka kire say ni enti akwafo obetena ha say taxi driver no ohu ansa na wo share tourist guide now a big create a lot of employment amankro for why locally no nipa no owo hono ma okaka enkrofo ba every city ko ekwa betifi ekwa ha eyesen adena abene ahinkro no akwakwohye emusei won ni nyina no eye emakrofo ye curious se meko akwakwohwe na aboa omo anka omo be migrate efi rural area na bankran no esanse potential bi wo hono muti no oma nkran
ma memma engineer Daniel Awotwe Tim Ken ewogbawe akwaba na etoaso engineer akwaba
enia
bokode
na mi adom na wo
yeso adom ye hoye baba ho na fe yabedin komo asana na ano ewumu na etoaso
yefa history of Ghana no kan sopon baby a political party ko shia ye omo niema baby was secondary am so mo friend asemansu do se baby do bi ase asemansu do baby bi wo ho no ma ye se ho na na omo kotena e planning ti se wo ko anumbo so do bi ase e ben police station mo for parliament ho na ye dwindwin kuro no so ni nyina no obalenke e de aba sanya na nado ba ye na ye to university bidin pa granta obi anim the pa grant here omo ankanka ye pure history say wo schools no so Ghana history kra no ene nkroma said na ya eka da bi ofi ba bi ebedu ye o de lenke aborigine foi enyina agree anomabo ni nyina e wo honom now even ukọ Cape Coast asie baby ene coastal towns anomabo ne ade no baby abrofo ni bi fi mu a yesese omu nyina akra utumi develop the tourists on the city and sana wako agriculture now eyeden akoko ba Ghana tete kwashe apart from runabout me see kohwe runabout lead to the first farmer papa ne ye wo mampon owura ho they are wo ne se ma sorry praise before ben runabout no wo enti den na ma cocoa no start beans kakra bi eye den. Oh, there should be something obi be person obe understudy. Now in doing so no, what the bibi akoshe mampom esesa ehɔ no ɛma nkrɔfo bi kura be person metena ahano. Te said the prof ekan no. Me nua akoye adwuma wo who as regional director Ghana Tourist Authority. And from a bow who no unique. And it is a cropon adena ho no munyi bebree. These are things that you can find out. Health tourism no ebetumi abam. Anka te say ye nua nana ntimbere mo hine ba. Kebia se bibia ho no ma aka no hospital bia anka wo popo no so. But instance transportation system a wo de be ko ye bibi nti no. Ese oba betena kran. So there is so much aye betumi aye. Now oba eye sports tourism. Say ye wo hui. Obi aka baby jet asamojan. Obi aka eye kudus. Say obroni bi aba no be documentary kra ba Michael Essena but you him na de neko baby eni wa wo de beko ye ni sports museum and na ye stadium na eno ase ya net support you na esi ho. It doesn't have any story to tell. Enya kura no wo de wani hwe Jubilee House eden na wo asesedwa so wo yes that's it ehwo ye ya himfie. Enti stadium now be seal edenyo there should be a story behind it. Say obi ba owura hanoma eno e attract no oba. Na ye marathon ba ko krobi so ate say London marathon. Enipa ko ho no e take part in e best about 40 to 50,000. Ahoho ewom best about 10,000. Imagine ye be ye marathon wo hana nipa 5,000 po aba ebia ye fan say mea enyinemu ananso say ahwere ase. You can imagine what that would do to that economy. So ena ma nipa no e kan ye bom ma yenso ye ton ya de ye challenge ma yen. I quite remember and I'm proud of it. First people are ye ka say Independence Day ye celebrate wa kra no. The idea in say region ye very clean and I says tower ye very clean no a ho and ye bako celebrating Independence Day. Now ye celebrating keke. Ebia ye Independence Day no okofodua. Omuni National Museum ewo ho. For say we winning why ye cleaner city no ye be see museum ewo okofodua e de amom. One eye den na kotoku man ewo ho nom hwe bosome achimse no eye den the dentura. People have even forgotten about them. The chifus. Oh, there is so much ye besua. I say obi besua e wo kroma no. But to tap in no ana eyeden. Now the problems in nyina one say ye no ye quick fix. Opa ko hotels be bread apart from my one kran o ma wo eyi no. E kwan ya wo fa ko hotel wo kran no onko. Esa say aban no open shortcut intino na yadane na enya akra enye kumase enye takrade. No, that should not be the case. And some of the problems in nyina and say yem build routes because e be create jobs e bring us together as a people e ma yesua yan kasa enchima bakra na omuhu ye no ye papa no mo kwa brichiri ye kan Lincoln library and na ye kan we are e wo de kan wo na tech ebaye the history. I mean a lot is in this country but how to tap in oko Morocco ye fe krobi Tangier.
Okay.
Movies ebiamo de mon person the person pa. Okay. Born Identity, Mission Impossible and movie James Bond movies no the brain no Tangier mommy ni nyina ye bi o Tangier.
Okay.
And nti na Morocco for ye eni abre ewo ho enti me enye se obegina ha ana o kasa obegina as presidential no o catch me way back.
Right.
Say tourism eye ebema yesika ebeboa ama ye clean environment and na o ye tourism so you know what ye betumi to Galamsey ɛwɔ baabi o a sɛ deɛ etu ne ebetumi aka kyerɛ sɛ adeɛ wei yɛtu aha ama produce gold for years and so say water body. How did you do it?
Very well. Ala yabana yaba betwa yenkomo so on my 107.1 kasafidie so in the Spanish ginkgo mixture and in the capsules e boyen say eyinyaro ahodo NID every so ebia wo you be a wotena se na ona se atata fin so jonso entente wotena ka mu a kakra ka no enyina wa yekese e wo se wunya Spanish garlic mixture and in the capsules ne be enonom na etimi ebo bu ho halitosis bia wo kakra na okasa nka kakra e wo mpedri bito na etonsa efrey na yenche de faye wonso a menstrual disorders e ma no e na fe obi ho bedware be wi no na ne ho keka no oto adre bia ofrey betimi akyerw de be se oye na sade ne nyina efri Spanish ginkgo capsules e wo ho de ma wo se e be boa ma mogya de afusane akwadwe ni mu akoboaboa mu akakai ene ma hodo enyina e anti agent unya binumu a eno so betimi aboa pa hwe kira kwan e wo kanshi drug lane. Hello Heba, Tinated Heba, ebi ho Samsung Repair Heba, ena Widama Heba, ewo Ashaman, Equus Pharmacy, House of Drugs, Judak Pharmacy, ewo Kaswa, Dependable Home, ewo Medina, Kofodia and so Beno Pharmacy, ena Afri Gaps no kwa on sabetimi akabiya freye 0266 114 111 0266 114 111 na one Spanish garlic mixture and capsules in penny for and komo anopai ofa wutie me kanfu Oak City International e de amawasa kwada na wie school ana we etena fie na ache ebredru se so pe bebe papa e de emano bra ya hwe enkwada na mo se efifiri na so so timi behwe ma yesi etutu dia ene na me kanfu Oak City International College e de amawase bo homodin na efa kwada na bra okita certificate ben anase we school ben eye wasi na watro anase SSC na watro mature student ene kita no ye tonsa e de afom nyina se omomra na ye nkyeremo health courses bi et say registered general nursing afi medical laboratory technology and dispensing technology ni nyina no benya bodin krata betimi aboa na mana ye enwuma ahodo a fa nurse adwuma eho ye wo other short courses be at the healthcare and a pharmacy assistant so eka ho home based care assistant nyina no yebetimi abo media and marketing programs be the marketing and communication journalism and media studies ewo ho sanso and cinematography and practical development ni nyina ewo ho ICT so eka ho ebi enti Oak City International de oba baby a opeso rebia no obetimi ewura yewo regular session wo ha yebeko ne de bia and afensu yewo nwumre evening session and a weekend session so ewo ho we cha kwan ewo Adenta SDA Junction wonante free taught to teen school no ho ape 5 minutes na wadrie ho obetimi ne yakasa ewo yen email info@oakcityedu.com and I say oakcity@gmail.com so www.oakcityedu.com obetimi ne edi enkomo 0204 239 493 0204 239 0267975014 0267975014 na oni Oak City International College enjotwe enkomo Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC and American for the amount say enesi kasam enko yemfa mo bia eno ntise wokogina obi anim na wona na akasa di nkomo ekope besia no waka wansem nyina wie no acho so wo ba ntemo a mesrawo yenko Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC ne yenko giska loan na yepe yesusu ewo ho a ebetimi anya loan oye adwuma ewo abaya adwuma na ankrankran so ebetimi abegya na waba abaji loan ye overdraft ewo ho de ema wo salary loan so eka ho bi ye fixed deposit treasury bills ahodo shares ahodo nyina yeton a obetimi atobe ye plans a plan be a home core plan ye child education plan and your wealth planner ni nyina no wealth master plan de wo ankasa oba na fe odi sika akra betoto emfie bi achi na awo ede amawa ebetimi amonye sika ede ekita agency banking so ye ewo ho afei ye Ghana Pay money transfer ahodo nyina e-switch services ahodo G-Link ye ATM card obi ho Apes Link and Western Union ye real money transfer nyina bi ewo we cha kwan na bra wa bank account record dormant bra na fe activity informal na edidwa ahodo nyina ewumu bi Abokobi no yeni Abokobi lorry station edi hwede Medina nso NPP constituency office no ene edi hwede mu na okoba bi de said dom ye crossing ho a na Adenta nso Bena filling station ene edi hwede mu oyarfa taxi station no and ewo kwan baako so ashalebotwe nso Zack Plaza denim ewo Maradona Junction hwe chi akwa obetimi a WhatsApp here 0289 113 052 0289 113 052 and our frey 0577 675 164 0577 657 168 nafi one Abokobi area rural bank entwetwenkom Abokobi de osi onoji ono yeguso etinkonya so on my 107.1 FM so engineer.
Yes sir.
Akwa babiem.
Yeah also.
Yeso adom ye din komo kakra e wa ha before some rebe so na wako TV no from to say e wa gbawe constituency to say.
Okay, first of all meda weja gbawe fo nyina ase. Last Sunday and EBA MP's constituency office for the first time in our constituency, Honorable Jerry, it may be constituency office where constituents will be our issues. So you can go and put your complaints and your petitions to the office. It's a very good step. It helps you to identify most of the issues on the ground for you to be able to also plan the best for your constituency. Let me chair executives in Nina and Mrs. Sandra Hamilton. Team Ken Foso Medobiasi, and they are really working from Chairman Adams right down to Blue Boy, Kofi Monaco. They are all on the ground working. The signal is clear because during the unity tour on Ken Koyer, his message is simple. He looks at each constituency, the resources they have, and the kind of projects he's going to bring there. Before me enter the studio, Honorable was making mention of tourism. Oba Wijagbawe, the only tourist site ewo Wijagbawe, ye dam, that is the Wija processing or the treatment plant. School Nkwalako. It's one of the few treatment plants that we have working. So Ken also have a plan for Wijagbawe in terms of that. The plan is whenever you hear of Wijagbawe, you only hear about flooding in Sio Abefa Nkofo Ewo Wijagbawe. So how then do we turn our liability and I say a problem into a solution? And Honorable Ken, after speaking to him, is proposing a mini hydro dam downstream, such that when we have excess and we flow or we spill, it gets down to the estuary where the river and the sea meet. There's a vast area there that we can produce a hydro dam. When we say the details, the engineering details, and how viable the project is, so that team, say Ken is a problem solver. He is turning liabilities or problems that affect communities like Wijagbawe into a solution where people can benefit. It will create jobs. When you have a mini hydro dam, it's going to create jobs. It's also going to create revenue generation for the local assembly and the chiefs.
But I say, I'm ready to intimini said okay, it's a rumor na yabedi enkomo ni pautin nke engineer Daniel Awotwe we Team Ken o Wijagbawe na what is odi enkomo efa and then so di hu de asi ni so say ye brodin nsahwe ana say tourism emu ye na amanfo di enkomo ahodo Dominion herbal powder make am for the amount say abrena nyina no nya binum ebebo apa Dominion herbal powder de general well-being supplement a day MO number 1 I wo ni nyina mu diabetes ahodo e na wo so ye wo blood pressure e wo so strokes ahodo nyina heart related diseases ahodo nyina no yempe Dominion herbal powder ne bi enom na MO empa Dominion de eboa retrieve some chronic bodily pains ahodo e wo so nyina no eyiyi ni nyina de free ho ema ye de ho timi ekoye nyuma so de obeya ne se obetobi onya tonso so a ensuche kakra na fe waboto obotu nsu ya na wasa Dominion no 250 mg de na gum na fe wanumu a efrape eno ano no na wanom ye ne sa no pane enwumre no pane enwumre ne ehwe de besi na ebeto wo we echi akwakwada wanya 12 years below no intimi ennom sanso no obi a wo makwada nufo onso ntimi no wo nso wo afofra wontimi ennom Dominion herbal powder no ebi we ene de ewo ho a bado betimi afrɛ ewo 0543 158 195 0543 158 195 0249 518 483 0249 591 843 na oni Dominion herbal powder mpanifo edwetwe enkomo new SHS online enie eyade ba akopɛ na ye kanfo de ama se all some painting kwa ye te bra kwada wie school na ye pe ba bi de na kɔ no enyina resolution center no aye ni nyina nka ye nkɔ nkɔ ye hwe mattress ye misabo uniform ye misabo afi trunk ahodo ye misa chobos nyina ye misa praye ye misa na nkampese yakobisa se kan ya nkwada ediko school shitoni de ka ho nyina no ye nto emfam enko because new SHS online no de ne de an say ubenya computer and when you access to internet de amakwada na sano tra ne comfort zone e wo fie na wasua de akyerɛkyerɛfo a ye kɔte mpende kɔ mo so nyina no wo mo nyina no ɛkyerɛde e wo SHS online wo mo kyerɛde e wo universities ahodo enyina mu ye wo 2-year program e wo hɔ no no de akwada ye so ye sharp ye 22 years no nkɔtwerɛ ensohwe sanso so ene wo 3 years program so ewo hwa no nyina no kwada bu ha onya ne ntembu won so onya ne ntemtu de also watcho BEC ya wantwa kra no yemfa no emfa the 4-year program no mu bi na onkotrol exams ntwa afi onko university awodo within a short minute no fi okọ ne baby frey na on retwe nkomo 0599 022 998 0599 022 998 shsonline.edu.gh oni eni nkomo ewo ho na fe eniema nkoso yi emfama wo all four fi hanso me wo lawyer kwaku amo date ewo asanso nana ya wasante enso boy building planner design limited esu emu pa na de eka che hunyane se ansanso benya babe papa tena na oso nya asase besi dan na oso nya asase enti building planner designs limited de ye ma asase bi okuntunsi no e won kranse wom ekwantimpon eso sanso na buru akuapem tutu akuapem so ye obi ho obosoma so ba onsa betimi aka bi wanya asase na wie no e wo se ye ma architectural drawings ahodo designs ahodo a wo de besi wo dan no eno nti building planner design limited ye wo sane ma we nyina e de ma wa ye sanso training school a eno so draftmanship and AutoCAD na ye e de abonto betimi de oba aba na ono nso so aba abesua sane ma etise ye nti building planner design limited de odo ho boyen ya okotokro enka so bo mo de frey 0242 341 216 0242 341 216 0277 638 792 0277 638 792 na on a building planner designs limited and you enkomo cancel machi
ya minia
cancel mbuko kodie
nyame so no kron
yeda jase minim say topic ni nkomo ayedi you have a lot awbeka ede abie chain mu ede amain to adapt to nsemo a Honorable Secretary Ba Cheyen Professor Gibeleshen Acheyen I believe say bia monitor almost so there too adapt no ye tourism ene na hwe onwanyamfo Ken a Japan ne anisodi hu na owo edema tourism ya bokintampo bra mo ko ye ene o kan ye ne ma o church o mo kintampo nyina no ya body akaka ye ho se this is the man edino achia na se ye bono nto ase yemfa Ghana nhye nsa wenum nyina no eye de betimi aye abamu a na gise delegate eye MPP4 adom ene Ghana dom
yo edi kan no ma memfasa kwanya yi na menchia yatiefo ene yahwefo nyina wo Facebook ayem se oka tourism ho asemwa na sebi omami happy sales ekosro na kese omama ni age because tourism enye bibia ewo se nka oman bia kra no edidi agro fite se uye ni year edi enije in the form of economic development in the form of say ye improve your GDP in the form of say Ghana economically no economic activities the hospitality industry no a bejina brani. Enti tourism a sector in itself, a business in itself, a economic activity in itself. A nuntino. So we your mind be now ho na onyame ama niema bi a ema that country we unique we sronko a ehu hia se obeton sa niema no ye ka so obeton a e wo se wo ton Ghana
be exhibit.
yes obeton obebo ho dawro obekamfo sa niema na ema oman no eye sronko no obeton no bohu dawro e de akyere afoforo e wa manone ene eman no mu vise sa niema no ene ma Ghana eye sronko eje niema e wo oman mu nyina no ene bi wo Nigeria o ebi wo Egypt o ebi wo Burundi o ebi wo United States o ebi wo Russia o enti bebia wo nyame de oman na si no oman no ye unique in its own self. Na ebasa no a eniema no a ema Ghana ye sronko na ye fe no tourist site no e wo se ye hweso yie na ye page simpie so na etwe afoforo which is tourist attraction ema ni ba Ghana. Na minia if you go to East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, etc. Tourism no a major foreign exchange earner. Emma all these countries. Now, I will say na honorable Ken or tourism. A yada man for etieno in in situ means say omo who say oka tourism ho asem, but tourism no is built in an ecosystem. Okay. And say honorable oka tourism or about infrastructure. Honorable oka tourism or kasa about security. Honorable oka tourism or kasa about political stability. So honorable oka tourism oka ye help for wasem. Right. So what must have done? Honorable oka tourism oka hospitality wasem, oka a hotels wasem, oka a restaurant wasem, oka a cuisines wasem, oka Ghana for import the skills that you want, the capacity that you want, oka wasem. It when honorable speaks about tourism, I was say a channel within the ecosystem. And don't you know? I will say, develop Kintampo Falls, the Willie Falls. What you say? You share the Fuller Falls in our Kintampo areas. Four different falls, waterfalls, and the wall. So we share the castles along the coast of Ghana. You develop because the diasporans, black people around the world, the Caribbeans. Carry them beyond Caribbean. Omugu hono nyina no. Then omu nyina no, most of them no far the Diangian, the door of no return. So your castles more dotted along the coast of this country. Now and black people outside Ghana, they want to come back home. Epese omodu omani ketie ni wo be hwe niema womu nanum omu ajanum omu maamenum efem as a history. So no wonder unse ba ayiba ha pepe the first black president of United States, Obama oba yepe osimeko ho, uprabro for osimeko ho, Stevie Harvey osimeko ho, ubia obebe bia epese oko eho. Now nintia me starting from the infrastructure ne say you must say question say a better no be eti Burundi obiti Missouri obiti Indiana obiti Alaska Alberta Saskatchewan Manitoba in Canada Ottawa was my sorry say me ba Ghana. There are certain factors in terms of say honorable kasa on kasa keke or kasa in interrelations mu no kasa obeba ha Ghana me kwenti me life it is saying Ghana me kwe me kwa yebetwa bitiana and the honorable speaks about tourism or security once or promote tourism or security why you beeful your security so or cut tourism once more don't see him as speaking about tourism or thinking about our airlines or thinking about our planes. Yeah, Ghana Airways a whoop. Yeah, Ghana, you need any international airlines, and we are talking about tourism. So the one honorable speaks about tourism or during who acquire or be faswa or be sama Ghana Airways. Sorry, a general said that say or be person free New York eba or better Ghana for plane. What's Ghana for plane? Like when you say Bordeaux. KLM Colin Clarker Liz Fat Mass Hoppe. Nessa ko Amsterdam. Few minutes more Amsterdam no. We see show the city of Amsterdam. Near church or near Netherlands. Almost cuisines, almost tourist attractions. Until we see no now already know one more sparking interest to go to these places. And when Ghana your body tourism, all Ken is talking about reinstalling or bringing back Ghana Airways. And don't you know? And you know, what's up? Now for you walk through all these beautiful sceneries, geographical sceneries, our cultural displays, etc. Now we're shedding into Ulandi airport, Suswa. Welcome to Ghana, the home of cocoa, the home of chocolate. Na ego. Na ya line up and will be your tourist desk. Your airport home. Ya will be pick on. When he speaks of tourism, ya no mo mayem fanu sakeke. At the same time, another factor. Obi Bagana abesha. In them case honorable, he's an innovator. Very well. So Obahaseya. Obebusa no said that Miko Ghana is sebe say fever ko chibe say yaribi ko bomia. Omo hospitals in north. Omo doctors and nurses are omo the skills and the capabilities and the talent to do that to save my life. These are questions. And when he speaks about tourism or can about our health delivery system so. And they say a health delivery system. No wonder the cardiothoracic center or Bodo 37 military hospital going to cost him $6 million. And no now who the trimu poor the niswadi who the type of leader. Oh yeah. And unti so or kasa no way you know. So you call you to say you call tall you far away Kintampo. Na who say Kintampo hono. All these falls are surrounded her. Now, to the new beautiful geographical mountains and war. Now, we share the ancient volcanic activities. And interestingly, Ghanaians, fellow Ghanaians, and they say Kintampo happens to be the center of Ghana, and Ghana also happens to be the closest country to the North Island. The North Island, you know, the Greenwich Meridian 00. The longitude passing through London, Fatimano, North Island, and at the point in also and at the equator, yeah, the latitude 00 no, in meeting that point they find the North Island, Ghana, the closest country to the North Island. And Mofunu could jira pinnacle na born and working tampon on the year survey, where a history. We a bibi betimi aton we a bibi betimi attract foreigners to come and spend until or come once was now when they come and then who say asanto come once when they come if I don't better until a hospital of any say we hotels what you say they will eat what you say restaurants around the places what you say airstrip ebebaho it is a free a tebubu and now free tamale and now ukoshe yendi crocodiles the pond na hono and now Molly Park now oba you cannot go back to wherever you came from without passing through the center of Ghana and going to visit the center of the earth. It almost said the trimu pono and not just tourism a sound link infrastructure enti say obie tourism more na say international Ghana Airways air bar also who say benya flight a be free akokumasi o.
Okay.
Na nyese bia a 2 airlines, a lot of airlines, a be owned by the Ghana and other businesses. Ya almost betimi ama at the end already Honorable is doing this discussion in Dubai, in the Emirates.
Very well.
He's already doing it. And he onyo obia o speaking theories. And he say person who kumase upekoso ko kakum upeso ko ha your road infrastructure the Senate here. And so when he speaks of tourism, he's speaking about road infrastructure. And the capacity, employment generation, job creation, taxi drivers from the airport. Yeah, media man for beko hotels. What you say, the neatness of the taxi into the mindset change. Into when he mentions tourism, Mama Sremo, Mama Maye share they say honorable councillor, honorable councillor. And only just an aspect, but a near manner the network of events, the network of activities, the network of infrastructure, all can wasem. And when was here say, Papa the trimu po eso na Ghana so edenani so na Ghana so ebe fana ntuma pa efra because this is a man. Yeah, all you know say identity there be say yes Kaswa road traffic is and mura ye wo opo e move all the way from Winneba from Cape Coast as a matter of fact all the way from Azim e far be see e be twem won kran eko into all share yachts or share boats or share pontoon make a pontoon na wo de ko yeah e twem wa e de ko you free don't buy eko itumuru yeah say afa ho nyina bobo si bobo ye ho ye ko fa ho nyina na yi na hwe the traffic is yeah a bebem ama the pause in traffic asia ama man for bajuba omunya kwan na delays e ba move for businesses and transactions no na wodo car no bibi ana pack wo car crazy ho na ko tra ship no mu na etu from Winneba and etu from Cape Coast na wonam empona musa that beautiful blue ocean.
That's right.
Now be PM a friend is saying art center na art center and I say Jamestown na wasi form na basis esi ho na ye foul na ye do backroom. And see, when he speaks, I miss up so your commercial. You bet twaso, you bet twa ade we so TV so. When you speak of when honorable speaks of tourism, honorable is speaking say economic development, total multi-facet economic sustainable development. And worker such is a man.
Right.
And delegates na mu team and opay. Mu hu say this wadi hu no eye educhem.
Very well. Abusia lawyer Kwaku Amodate ena wotini ka Kingdom Herbal Center. Kingdom Herbal Center de abano health products ene de abano herbal products nso so. Na de omnyina ne se Kingdom Herbal Center ye wo Kingdom Garlic capsules and BTSA. Eno ye de ema wo. De de ema oni nyina no call pharmaceutical shops ahodo ene herbal shops no nyina obetimi enya bi eye immune system booster boost to immune system no ede ama wo. Hypertension, stroke, heart diseases ahodo nyina cholesterol woni padua mu no eyi ede free so 15 years ni ena ye de garlic aye edro ede aba amanfo asomunti de me kamfo akache wa ne se bo homode pebinom Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsule se wo ho ede ma sexual weakness be ma akoye adwuma ni nyina ba o se edro adwuma obe rurawura me afro me rura but se enye yi ana o ko ne sen Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules de etimi bo ma obo adwuma ankasa menstrual stress ahodo nyina ne eyi ede free so wo bra wo pagya manfo ne mo wa basam ne mbokra osisi ye wo ya no wo bo homode nya binom a ebe bo apa ye wo tremendous capsule se wo ho a eno de ema no bibi bia ye ohaw bia no ewa hemfie ho nyina no ye de eyi e de afro nti ya abo homode pebinom na emoa menstrual disorders ahodo nyina no ye yi e de afro so infections e wo ho ye yi e de afro ho na ye tremendous capsules and American for e de amahwe cha kwan ewo Kimberley Avenue ewo Okanshi Drug Lane na ebo homode epebi eto no ye Kingdom Herbal Center na ewo Kimberley Avenue ho e de ewo Afenso product no de yetunton or herbal shops and pharmaceutical shops ahodo nyina ya afra 0275 804 064 0275 804 064 0302 938 153 0302 938 153 na oni Kingdom Herbal Center and you can come Kingdom they see a no challenger francophones and accessories na make for them as a franco die oba homode eba franco a ye phones bo eda form Nokia, Samsung, iPhones nyina bi na opa obenya bi e ho brand bi a opa bia no ba on sabetimi aka bi na ye de ema wo bra ahotoso ewum ye gi ehode nti ema 32 inch ekosi 100 inches da ya sign at the discount aka ho bi say 40% discount beto ade o ha ye te so e de ama washing machines outdoor, chest freezers and deep freezers outdoor nyina your microwave blenders outdoor, CCTV camera fashion show fie ne hu de ekoso wo adwuma ne mpo akromfo eboramu fie na wadampo na akromfo eramu fie CCTV camera no ebetimi abo enti umpe we na emudie he na yemfa emawo ewo Franco Trading Enterprise ye de niam pa na de amount we cha kwan na epe enema papa ewo Franco www.francotrading.com ba ho onsa betimi akan Franco storerooms and showrooms ahodu na no ba onsa betimi akan yen fra yen 0246 422 338 0246 422-338 and 0555-939-311 0555-939-311 and 0302-225651 0302-225651 now on the Franco Entretien and Como Family Drilling Company and I made a man no pay say family drilling dear yedi ayaya ma wo no hwechi akwan e okumase hwechi akwan e osuhum hwechi akwan e okofodua enkran so ebutu ayeye adwuma ti family drilling company de baabi abahwe bia obehu ye nemum eye boho e na opede ama wo tenant wo fie yetu nsuo mu na nsuo mai yenhwe family drilling achi akwan omo a nsuo ni mu fie ana pipe ma omo etempentem kwa e nsuo ho efiera bo homode ye o tenant ya dom obra wo frɛ family drilling company ne abetu bo ho dia supply nsuo no e wo fie ho nyina e dia ma wo tenant afenso kra no ebia na wo de wo pɛ e de aton ntu betimi aba na yetuma se ya tuche ne kama e de ama na watimi aton asebi amanfo sanso so ene ye swimming pool nti se wo ye hotel wo ye guest house na school mpo na mo pɛ swimming pool e wo baabi am na nkwada ne du so mo e di activities e ye games a wo so akɔ akosua size bia opɛ bia no ye betu e de ama atuche ne kama e de amount family drilling de se wo pɛ nsu papa ene swimming pool a wo ba ho a betimi anya e ne kama obra ne bon eda for me sanso ye biogas nso so e kan obinti school for nyina no obetimi aba ne ye biogas e de amawa efie nso ye betimi ye biogas e de aka ho bi e de ama papa no family drilling company limited yen ene ye ne kama e de ama afei ye o de friends of flash ya na hye enso e wo ho a eno no de ye de ma school for efie afei ankrankra even po hotels ahodo nyina companies ahodo nye be ye bi e de amawa eno no flash ya na ahye we ene family drilling company limited ye dwuma plumbing works so account se bia wo sidan na opɛ plumber aye dwuma ewo mu no de ene papa so no fa bedan family drilling company limited na fi yenye ne kama informa bi so de no wosidada but wanya plumbing works on how fa bedan family drilling hwe achi akwan se de medical akacho no enkran kuma se ye wo ho na fi suhum so kofodua nyina no onsa betimi akan ye frɛ ye e wo 0244 144822 0244 144822 0240 333 111 0240 333 111 now ne family drilling any enkomo family drilling dey o se flash ya na ahye lucky season 3 dey ade ba ko mu ne se ye gigi sika ekọ na ye pesika no se wan pe bia da che ho be chew pa enti dial star 712 hash choose option 1 na fe fa to ticket e fama ho option 2 do beto ticket de amobi foforo yentu ne saa na yenchusu na fe eduru se ebreso a ye nyina ha yatede ewo mu mayeme de ntu nso aye ode dia na na ye koyenim aya na wabɔ mu pin na fe ode a transact business ni nyina no a ewo mu no na timi abo nti lucky season 3 de eboan pa o my 107.1 eso eni ma mentel me homrata me ba na obokrata emboso no na yeguso a yebo edi erom na ya asante ewa ha bahima ya ensoso ewa ha na nsedo oba me de ohima kan odi
Nasa already ya santo ayo
na na hima na me na ya na me no na na ya se ya titen do
na ya santo
ya me kwa ba ne no
Spanish garlic mixture and then the capsules. A boama moja dia fusani when you ye.
Sebamed range of products. Unam boafo. 3CP. Efie here 3CP bambo.
insu wo mfaso ma obibia nanso otutu wani eneya yensu wensu wapi ena asai ama insu ho ayeden pa eninti na Family Drilling Company Limited abama yenga wotutu boreholes ma Omanfm wonje aboden kra. Family Drilling Company Limited esan ye expert in biogas, biodigester, o flashia na she yesan ye plumbing works any swimming pool na ehia se obehwehwe yenga chi akwan ewusu hom Family Village anafre 0244-144-822 and 0240-333-111. Family Drilling Company Limited. O flashia na she.
Hey, Ajwa, what you saying, Aba?
Dabio, bomi mwe.
Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC. Ebo ne customers nyina enka yese. Wona America sankra bata no ebenya no account no na yetimi atoa so ani wo adi edwa. Sankra toy efi Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC. Se open krato bi a na nchechire mu bi a obetimi afre number yi 0274122122. Odi eno nso eye WhatsApp a eye 0289113052. Abokobi Area Rural Bank PLC. Ono G ono.
Hey, Kwejo, come here, son, and say, who ya pediani?
Ama, me say, Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules from me no me no. Just a man tea biane pampan, me no more to soma. And say, we say, oba sorry na me na ho. Ayana me kwa jogging. Ahoɔden abedwa, metimi nante afuru sane a, menti brebium san say, emoja ne timi free adwuma. Immune system no so ye na adwuma.
Kingdom Herbal Center for Dre. And wudi ho dance ye.
Men na mesi wo se se de untimi fa bibia mbrofo me subiom ofura mefro wisane nso a mesane.
Anya Kwejo, Miss Media semasi. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules na daruma. Ambama yo besima.
Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules eye dra. Food and Drugs Authority for ajatum sa wonumu a boost to immune system. Wa waye kese boost obesity wedropa. Eni rheumatism arthritis. Mo pedodo to enko Kimberlin Avenue. Okaishi Drug Lane ewo enkran. Drugstore biemu wo sabetimi akabi. Wo betimi afre Kingdom Herbal Center for 0275804064 and 0302938153. Kingdom Garlic Bitters and Capsules.
No challenger.
Dominion Herbal Powder.
Say you can say Dominion Herbal Powder. Emma immune system. And now in Kwabo will nip a drum yet. Nan the senti. What I did, I resume to Nimua. If one dance be new.
I don't dare find pa. Manumbi. Tina me do one dancing. And I say, me say.
Dominion Herbal Powder, dear. Minia, and yet a man for dancing tea. And a bacon fool. Near I yet a woman nip a diamono. A bro magin and mentias so. A mad Dominion Herbal Powder. And how would the beer da?
Someone at the honor. Dominion Herbal Powder. And once one you will so share with take up. Now that trick to us a biagumu, we're transit yanum. Where we Angels Dominion Herbal Center, one cocoa and a diaba, a pen for a baton more monufu, and Quadawan if you do me one count. Do after 054-315-8195.
FDA, I did a gradient crack to you at
Dominion Herbal Powder.
Sebamed range of products. Unam buafo.
Ghana Fui Franco Esa the electrical appliances for washing machines, Asian women yopo, CCTV cameras, and need all clear. I be you know that. Seba mobile phones, this are iPhones, Infinix, Nokia, Samsung, any the home, anyone says Ricina. Franco, in Albania the air papa, ne water foam say Franco air conditioners, every 1.5, adequacy 2.5 horsepower, Samsung and Franco TV, every 32, adequacy 85 inches. Franco, essential tabletop, double decker, any chest freezers, and chain in a mahoden cry. Franco Kwabata be a benwo, name of head office, a wada braka, one in Roxy Cinema Nadian Friend 0246 422 338 and a 055-5939-311. Franco Electrical Appliances Papa Effie.
The luckiest everywhere for everyone.
Happy birthday! Mintin kakeko, minni mankasa. If you say the luckiest season 3 asayaba.
Afi mami chew a kwan a obefa so nye o ticket but star 712 hash na di ehihye no so to ticket ana se ko internet no so na bo the luckiestafrica.com se bia mia community ticket no so na you lucky number
wobetumi nso ama system na eyibi ama chere ahia wopese wutua every 1 Ghana cedi kosi 5000 Ghana cedi wobetumi mpo ato ticket no ama obi foforo ye obi hero wopese wutua enye denkra sa wo Ghana for mobile money tua na sa wo amano ne dia for bank card tua
ticket baako ebo sika no ho empay ahanum 500 times we ye massa ye pe the community de benyanso betimi aye emoho edu 10 times
inti yen kambom na yen lucky na lapo bebia shawo hoso enye ma wona wondi infiedu watching luckiest jumedie yi enele imrata chire wo Caritas lottery platform no so
ade panono kofa bae wasan de 3CP papa ebeboa efie bia aba mese ade padie etwamu da wo de 3CP egu nsom dware a eba ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efre so huhu wanu manopa bia na ma wo se ho ban wonu aduane na eja ana esohie ehyewo a fa 3CP efre so fifa so eno ano no wo shevu wi a fa 3CP efra eso fifa so na beboa obebre 3CP ehye pimples epompo ekro na ekumkro enimnumu ya wonso 3CP so de enye na wo drugstores bia mu etufonko ade pharmacy ene SGSSB ene hwani mu okanshi fre 0302 664 832 kumase ade pharmacy ewa dum ene Hello FM ene hwani mu 3CP efie bia hia 3CP bambo
Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules. A boa moja dia fusani when pedianum ye.
Obo adia boni pa wonam se enti apo na so ni ma ye ni munti ye dware sam na sran kubia ma SIPH 5.5 a eba wonam no ho ban no etu be hwe no na sanwan na nso oben ene ahokeka atia gu wonam no so ase no kra odofo sa ha wi ti na ade performance akofa Sabamed product papa ya jatu mo Germany ene wiase fa na nyina aba ebesiesie wonam asai ama to so te sa akoda foforo honam ya wa Sabamed clear face ehye pimples Sabamed anti dry skin esiesie wonam aye breche meye soso kama Sabamed anti aging ema honam ntwintwam Sabamed deep cleansing ene Sabamed lip defense emma anoye soche akona kama afi Sabamed classic range eye mo bia ene woye odware wi a won ho keka won sa wo pesa wo ba honam ye tontom te senia etie eda wo free ye fumu no a ene na wo hia Sabamed baby ranger eye man kwada no bi Sabamed range of products honam boafo etufonko at the performance or kanshi telephone 0302 664 832 Sabamed honama etia po hintasem
shaping the nation. Oman
107.1 Oman esu enye na Honorable Frank Amankwa adjoining on Facebook or say from Kitasi watching you live. NPP must unite because there is no hope in Mohammed's administration. Manuel said connected all alliance Ken is coming. Komensa ewo pillar 2 adjoining ewo Facebook. Kuzu betimi adjoining ewo Facebook na fe messages ahodo awode abano yakenkan edi ama. Kashan say na bokrata mu mboso no na yegusu na bokrata mu ensem no. Na ya asante ewo asanso na ya asantoa ewo ha. Ya fa the crowd message.
Daily guide edi abaka tafe to so mi ensa na chama wontimi mfuni eda ha sei na ensem a ewo ha bi enesem chama wontimi edi atudwa se mra woni yokufo ebenya ensem a eno nam so no obeka se Ghana for munsori na munti ena yokufo yi eye mi sei ensem na chi no ye grant ne be eno nam so emene wone nam ne ba bi edi ne dwuma na wasada betudwa se since ade yokufo agye ne 15 cars wo se ne cars ma maako dunum yokofo agini na no de won ka hwe esan se cars no ewo yokofo ho nti wo twen ehwehwemu fi ko kwa yokofo eye no mu hwie na se wo me friend se wo magina de a na wakọ akọ ne cars ho nsem wo kratafa eto so miensa no payi yebo mu amane ede chewo kratafa eto so miensa ewo aseheyanso na former minister of energy Owurabuache Ejakom enso edi atudwa se nyame ya adom na se MPP amanyuku num akwenya ebeto ho edima national chairman Saad Brena wo ba akwa pribia wode ho nsemo ababeto monten so ntene Ghana foi mo hwe wo pani anim sa akwenya no eba dia na mo hu ne mo beye edi aboa ne ho so ho nsemo katefa etoso miensa na metwa so afri ho akwa katefa etoso ensia ewo daily guide mo kwa me wukopie mo ewa asante mante mo abrepo ayesi ensubrani bi ato no nam so ama kwada ye frɛ kwa me wenye mfie enso yi afa no na ne nyina ne se mo fa yi di agro ene enso yi ese eto akwada wo di agro enso to esese kokope baabi tina no wo gina enso ni mu a na enso ni so ano odinti afa akwada yi ede kwa no nam so makoya to na nanom siedu na busuafo ene de nsem aba monten so wo mo kyerɛ se aya rehosem pan esan se kwa me edi agro na enso to yesese kwa me free mu yi wentimi afiri so ne mu gina enso ne mu di agro no nam so nene wato na nanom siedu ankrata yi eboye mu amane
the crown so the
mami hwe the new crusading guide eno ana page front page no or the ato honom say COVID-19 sika ayera ewa himfie bi COVID-19 sika no 600,000 Ghana cedis ama emra COVID buy no aban de to ho say or the support paramount chiefs in the traditional councils our 6 regions omode be kun pandemic no. Unfortunately, Chronicles report and in second audit of Auditor General HSS Sikano, ya science and second Sikano, Yehu baby afa, and you fear and a scanner minim nemum where dear ko and a yedu say ko chiefs after atom cry at the ama abine said almost Abetifi Referral Hospital, a major health project 2013 and I will fear here. And 170 million loan agreement a Ghana ne Barclays Bank PLC or UK. As agreement is all mobile improve infrastructure a hospital Abetifi Dodowa Fomena Garu Kumawu and Atakrade. It's your 120 bed hospital in Yembi. Emra chairman of NDC Mr. Esidu Nketia. Eko ahono na nabo amatwefo ede to nanim se we de osre animanim ya no omomra na omumewie yesa edanema omo
yeah.
The Daily Statesman Katafa so and so ebo amanese Sunyani Traditional Council wamo apao akwaba afashe ano no baba sheshe so ewo Sunyani nuhu nsemuno ewo Katafa so and so na mi free ho biomu na matwa so a Director General Edema Prison Office Okay, prison office Madam Patient Bafuboni. Now what the about to just
prison service and not prison office. Prison
service. Yes, service. Sorry. What the about to just say Mrs. Adia abai apeja a prison free wo musika ne edema wo modada kohumano abai apeja mu edia ko 5 Ghana cedis per one person. Inti eno mu nsem no ebi ewa haseya krate yi ka ediache na aban eyenhyehyeye we se prison for no wo dado ni omaduane die mu de enya de etwa yie kranti wo ye we na wo de ama wo se ne be wo maduane die no ebetimi akoyie kakra ede ama wo mo ba ko biowu ewa hase katafeto so miensa na Madam Mary Oduo wo ye founding member of the New Patriotic Party was also a member ewa Germany and afrin so National Council of Elders na wo say MPP amanyokuo no ade a wɔsrɛ wɔ mo plenplen sɛ wɔ mo bɛyɛ ne sɛ wɔ mo bɛka wɔ mo ho abomu wɔse sɛ MPP amanyokuo ne timi ɛka wɔ mo ho bomu a ɛno na bɛma gidi a Ghanafoɔ ɛwɔ amanyokuo ne mu no etimi agina ma wɔ mo na no so di ɔmanim ɛwɔ 2028 general election ne mu wɔde nsɛm to dwa no wɔsan so ɛkyɛ mu biem sɛ amanyokuo no ɛntimi ɛka wɔ mo ho amomu a ɛna ɔmo nto ɔmo adwen mu ɛwɔ 2028 general election wɔn mo nto mu na san say mo agasa kwa mo nka mo hu mo esidan e na mo kopre dibre e ba ban mu nti wo se sa mo pese enisuade hu na NPP amanyokuo ni bi e wo no se be mo ma mo nyina de ne nka bom sonko e na wode ma wo afen so wo se prime minister nyame ya adoma 2026 January e ba be koso no ade ba akopɛ ne wo srem panifo se pepepe yo e be ye o se bibia enye krogin enkoye se yeta nipa ba akɔ achi anampo se ye bibi de support nipa ba akɔ na mo amaka no ye jawo mu na madam yi esan so ekasa bi no se ni nyina no so mutimi eka bom mu na afen so 2026 prime minister no se eye nkunimdie e de man nkunimdie betimi akwama na enu na ebegina se 2028 election no wo mo betimi adi nkunima o de afutuo yi akọ e de ma MPP fo
yeda se anopei abusia ebre no aso anesa ma benhwe se metimi afa ofre ba kwa na mienu na fe ye de C0245638748 0245638748 0245638748 na efa wonsem so ebeto enkomo yedi eho enche na today's agenda e hyase ewo net 2 udin ba bia akase free
abo
udin ba
komodo
na nkode
wabo bimpo nya no penya mi sana yo kato ase
na ma miti wa no pe
ana pe bi tia ro apanfo nya ana me from front me ampa me woni ana pe de inchia onyamfo Kennedy ohene e Japan incoming president na minchia me MP so honorable Dr. Kwame Aboaje afane man so across the na yes delegate the okono nyame ene eku aman yenso nipa eso so boado oboa na ho ndiye mwa ye ho ni nyame nso emwa ye nyina yenko to aba no e maka de Japan no no ena ani pawo ni mu a obetumi ayaman de abronye eni temawuntu no akeka ne de kenken kwa onti no bia di fiaboni waye o pese obeto aba na maka ne Japan a ya ebedru su tipi ne ko police station bebi a woto aba no ne ko to aba obi anti obi anfiri na kene Japan e dire no onya me onya sibo oye betumi nti oya sibo na ka aboa no obi anti kene Japan nti do to ya na din se aba ne yakoto no obewie ma mo obi no ene wonyina yi na wo sibo ena wo kwa akono na wo sibo nso nko akon eni nkuguda nti Japan nkunidi e wona fa de enkomu hye eni so adi wo ko nyina tese kan Japan obedi president 2028 MPP for delegate yem wano no me fa dele o fa dele na ni ke eni for ka e beto ama no na nyame se be shine
me so me da se udi ba bi akase free
ye frame Nicholas
eja ko
free no me ye brodo juma ba no ye juma o chance me
pani mai ti wano pay
de na se ka se be ma o mane FM ajuma ye fu nyina na me shira mo no mama moden ana passe na mo be kan sempa na nkire ye ile ni tia ne papa akompre pon Kennedy Kwame Japan da biyo biya Ghana fu nyina manati ni di kan abronye o keka ne nsem na se Kennedy Japan we jani seat amama na ma ro beko o je seat 137 o ko no de ti da wana wa fanja vice president ba ye no o ja se na ma do na chi o de na chi jaba umia ba o mi control o ma o ti ni din kunim kanu so de na chi ja no ntimi din kunim ya pepepe na wo aboro ye be bia sei o seat ba ko pe na okuta aye wani ngwa se na no won se penfo ni ntimi nkan se se aboro ye na wo ye ne na wo seat ya ba ko se na na wo wo sha na ka ba ko ba na ma do be ko wo ja ti ama ba wo mia okuta 137 na onye ti hwe so
Medase.
Ena ya kan bien kwa na omoka.
Obi for so jina so ma me fa last one.
Na omo de sakra no bian to abanama Kennedy o Japan na wonzi be control man ma ye.
Medase. Amen. Medase. Last call Odin ba bi akasa free.
Good morning.
Morning Odin ba bi akasa free o.
Go ahead and say Madina.
My inti
wa. General Secretary and my friend. We don't know to say we jana nkasa no bo muso. E mo mututu ni sa. Na ka mo nyamba muso. We talk about the way no get here and some you ni nyina o. In showing to TV pa 4 o'clock. And I'm saying to so anapa. If you need the oko. And ka mo nyamba muso. Ko ti ba ko from our ka no. As a be bi ni ba ka. Ko te nzo ni na mo nam. And I'm against you. And one of us could not touch the same thing. Because I'm not so. You should be Miss
Medas, Papa, means me far for be a beam, Yenfa NC, na yen sorry so. Filippo Quabre Casimo, or say Filippo Quabre Casim, good morning. MBP has everything possible to lead Ghana 2028. Greetings to my daughter Frimpom Manson Achiase Felix, Enna, my mother, Auntie Mary of Jeniso, and we ND everybody. We see a Bema innovator and so they are say on the tourism, we need big money to develop the roads because the drip equipment are there, just engineers for those roads to become more trouble. And also they are I don't know. Yeah, sorry so now today's agenda I shall say ewo on my 107.1 kasa fidie so meeting e de kwame aboku dankwa mo obitia from e komodo yankopon ya admo chena e besen hia
Adepano no kwafo bae wasan de 3CP papa ebebua efie bia aba mese adepa de etwamu da wo de 3CP egu nsomu dware a ebo ho ban efi muamoa ho fa 3CP efre nso huhu wanu anopa bia na ma wo se ho ban